Good morning, everyone. My name is Kay Zulu, and I'm back this morning. Hopefully, everybody is having an amazing day. I would like to touch on the three conditions that can pull you in a downward money spiral, and the one key or the one thing you need to pivot from that situation. So, number one, under earning. Under earners have a hard time translating their personal and professional success. And they don't know or don't have a clear understanding of how money actually can help them achieve whatever goals they have for their lives. And so they have made money to mean something bad. It could be either conscious, they're aware that, money is bad, and then they're unconscious, you know, reasons why as well. So for the conscious reasons, if you found yourself saying something like, rich people are terrible or they're taking money from other people, you could find yourself in a situation where you do not want to have that money. You repel that money because guess what? If you have money, that would by default make you a terrible person. And so people then find themselves in situations where they're qualified and capable of earning more money, but they keep themselves in jobs, or even when it comes to their business, they, either don't, charge what they value for the value they give out. And so they either undercharge or allow for debts to continue to accumulate from their clients, and they continue to provide the services. And so the problem with that is it can create overspending. And so for other people, it could be that they spending a whole lot more than they actually are, is coming in. So overspending is pretty self-explanatory. And that typically leads to unmanageable debt. And when you get to that space of unmanageable debt, it's if you're not taking care of the situation, you're still spending a lot more than what's coming in. It leads to chronic consumer debt. And we know that these issues are so pervasive, they have no boundaries. It doesn't matter how much income you make. You could be a millionaire or someone who brings in very little. And so it's just that the amount of debt and all of that can be different, of course. However, the underlying issues are still the same, whether you're a millionaire or not. If under earning or overspending and you find yourself in chronic debt or robbing Peter to pay Paul. And, being in that situation is very dangerous territory, because people make the assumption that when you're smart, that it should be so easy to get out of debt because on paper you just have to, know this and that, and that you're smart enough to take care of your situation. And that is not the case, because sometimes we carry around this guilt, this shame that puts blinders on us, and then we don't want to get real with the situation. Well, you can't get from here to there without really getting clear about what's happening now. And I know a lot of people are so afraid to do that, and I totally can relate and understand because I've been there before. However, you've got to pivot. If what I spoke, those three categories, you kind of feel yourself in it somehow, it's time to pivot. And so to pivot, you've got to get clear about where you are now. And how you do that is understand how much income is coming in, all the sources. Get a pen and paper and start writing these down. Log into your checking account. If you have online, banking, you can do that. If you have credit cards, log into all of that. Find out how much you owe, and then also log into your accounts and find out how much you're spending. Now, if you don't have money in your bank, you just keep it at home, try to figure out, or now, like, is the time for you to know, like, start tracking everything that you're doing. Because without this little piece of information here, getting out of the situation for good would make it very challenging. You're just going to find yourself like fixing this and you still get back to that situation, and it just becomes a cycle. And so we're trying to stop all of that. And I hope that this little piece of information I've shared is very helpful. Comment below, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care now. Have a good one.